Netsuite fixed sublist headers, Chrome extension for Oracle Netsuite. Uh, so let's try one of the long sublist view in Netsuite before we install this extension. So let's say this is a journal entry, which essentially have many lines. So you can see the headers in here. Typically, like when you scroll across your sublist, sometime when you scroll down, you will forget what is these um, header label for this particular data. So of course, like now maybe a different indicator would have been added in terms of understanding what it is. But essentially, what this extension does is when you scroll the long list of lines, it will help you to identify uh, what is the header for this particular sublist. Okay, and of course, as you can see, when I hover my mouse over this particular sublist, uh, I mean the rows in the journal entries, it shows this icon end date, which should be a native NetSuite feature. So once you hover over the line item, it just shows what is the header label for these lines. So these are like recent enhancements in NetSuite, minor ones. But before this, if you would have to see the headers, then yes, you would have to scroll up and down, back and forth to see what are the columns you're looking at. So now anyways, I'll install this extension to see how it works. Okay, once it's installed, it can go in. You don't need to stick it on the top, so I'll refresh it. So once I refresh the journal, when I scroll down, as you can see now, I have a sublist, and you can see the view is kind of fixed. Before the view will go all the way down, you can see the line items. So that means now it kind of forces the UI to have the header label at the top, so you can continue to scroll your lines and then scroll right. So I mean, of course, NetSuite have this native thing of when you hover over a particular column, it shows the label for the column. But if you want to have a glance of all the columns without having to hover over each, yes, this comes in very handy. So this is applicable for any such view where you have this kind of sublist in NetSuite, where it fixes the header for the sublist. Let's try few more sample. Let's just say save the search. Okay, let's do search. Okay, so this is something NetSuite natively have. With or without this extension, this header remains same in NetSuite, right? Whereas the same doesn't happen for transaction. That's the reason why you'd have to scroll to see what is the header if you do not have this extension. So I think it should be able to work for all the sublist headers as long as it's of this particular style in system. Yep. So that's it for this extension. I'll catch you in the next one.